For the last 25 years, we have been helping organizations to be ready to deliver change effectively. In this high velocity world of change, from our perspective, change needs to be everybody's business. You know, wherever they are around the world in global organizations, they have a part to play in change. And so how do we help them gear up? Well, a few years ago, we decided to roll our capability up onto a digital platform, because with a digital platform, we can get the skills and the tools to the people where they most need it, when they most need it, so they can be effective and they can play their part within the change process. So in a high velocity world, we use our digital capability to allow an organization to gear up quickly and to move fast. I guess there's some challenges here. You know, it really depends on where the organization is starting from. We need to understand, you know, how mature they are in terms of change management. You know, how do we best help them? And because we're using a digital platform, we also need to ask the question how mature they are in terms of the use of digital platforms. So from a change management point of view, you know, we want to understand, is it just rudimentary for them? You know, does their project management just include training or communication? Is that where they're starting from? You know, maybe it's just that, you know, change management is deployed when you have big business critical initiatives. So it's inconsistent in its application. Maybe that's where they're starting from. And then if we look at the digital side, you know, are these guys accustomed to using digital platforms? Are they using 365? Are they using HubSpot? Are they using Salesforce? In which case we have a different approach to supporting them. So there's a challenge, I guess, you know, in different organizations, they're starting from different places, and we just adapt or approach based on where they're starting. The digital platform is of great benefit to organizations. You know, it enhances their reach, it enhances their credibility with the organization and the business areas that they support. But what we're finding is that some of our traditional users are the ones that are struggling the most. And so what we have to do as we're working with these organizations is help them build not only their change management maturity, but their digital confidence. So let me give you a couple of examples. Just imagine that you have an organization that has low change management maturity and low digital maturity. The way we're working with them is that we start with a small team. We start with a small team with real projects, because what we need is proof of concept. You know, onboarding for that type of organization has to be face-to-face. It has to be a face-to-face workshop, and we have our experts who are able to deliver that. Then what we need them to be doing is using the output from the platform, the dashboards, the tools, to start to build leadership support for a digital approach to change management. And that's very different to if we're working with another client who has higher digital confidence, where, you know, we're starting with internal super users, because they're accustomed to working with digital tools. Onboarding might even be virtual, because they're accustomed to that. You know, you have these super users who we would train as internal trainers, internal coaches who are able to work with digital users. I'd like to highlight four key benefits for organizations and their teams of using our approach. The first one is that, you know, we are providing people with a proven set of skills, analytics and tools, and they're tailored to the roles inside the organization. But, you know, it all comes from the same source, the same methodology that has credentials in the marketplace over the last 25 years and is well researched. The second benefit I want to highlight is that, you know, we have a capability, particularly with the digital platform, that can enhance engagement and collaboration on major projects for an organization. You can have people all around the world who are able to work collaboratively on the same project. We can share projects, we can clone and distribute pieces of work that people need to undertake. So there's an enhanced level of engagement of the organization during major change. My third benefit is about credibility. Practitioners using this digital platform are more credible in the businesses that they support because they can operate at speed, they can operate at scale, and they're more focused, they're more precise. They have plans to get started with. They are able to pick what is most relevant for their businesses. They know when to flex and when to hold the discipline. And finally, I suppose ultimately, the benefit is that we're increasing success rates. Organizations who are working with us are able to deliver more change more successfully in a cost-effective way.